What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with a new ARC video for you guys today. And guys, there is a new update that has pretty much just dropped, and boy oh boy is it a big one. They have changed a lot of stuff with this update. Like, I'm talking it's huge. So in terms of gameplay wise, well, I mean, everything here is changing gameplay wise, but in terms of new content, these are the two new things. So they've added the Helena Explorer Notes 11 to 15 for the Genesis Chronicles, as well as the Corrupted Avatar shirt and gloves for the Genesis Chronicles, which, you know, pretty good. Now, this is where the big changes start coming into play. So all through here, you can see there's some various changes. We'll just quickly go over them. So you can see he reduced Plant Z flash range by 50%. So it's got a smaller radius when you throw the flash grenade from Plant Z. The grenade's weight has been reduced from 10 to 5. Dedicated storage rate has also been reduced from 50 to 20. Decreased the cook time on the industrial grill by 50%, which means that food will cook 50% faster through the industrial grill, which is pretty damn impressive. Metal cliff platforms also no longer take 50% less damage from explosive damage. They've also shortened the aberration earthquake duration by 10% and the scorched earth sandstorm duration by 15%, as well as that Brontos should no longer be affected by knockback. I wasn't even aware Brontos took knockback from stuff. They've also reduced the mech pistol damage by 10%, which is pretty good. Now, this is where all the intense changes start happening, and I'm talking changes for the better. You can see here, they have lowered the gasoline consumption rate by 50% on the following structures. So this means that these structures will consume gasoline 50% slower. So your gasoline will be lasting you a lot longer now. And you can see here, it's pretty much everything that uses gasoline. The chem bench, the electrical generator, the fabricator, industrial cooker, the industrial forge, the industrial grill, and the industrial grinder. The electrical generator, that is a big one there, because that means your gasoline will last 50% longer in the generator, which I think is a good thing. You know, it's going to make you not have to farm up as much gasoline as quick, which is pretty good. Now, this is where another really big one is. They've changed a lot of stuff, and I think it's a really good idea, and I'm really happy with what they've changed. So they've changed the stack size on various items. So veggie cakes now stack up to 10, raw meat stacks up to 40, cooked meat stacks up to 50, sap is up to 30, fiber is 300, thatch is 200, organic poly has gone from 10 to 20, the vacuum compartments have dropped from 100 to 5, and the vacuum compartment moon pools have dropped from 100 to 5, which I honestly not 100% sure who actually uses these aside from like making events out of them, but other than that, yeah. This is pretty big because they've essentially changed it. Now, I don't think it'll change the, it'll decrease the weight. I think if anything, it's going to increase the weight and you're going to have to carry more weight on you, but I mean, I think that's a good thing anyway, because if you want to carry around 50 cooked meat, now you bloody can. As well as that, they've also changed the inventory slot size of various items, which once again is an absolute huge one. So they've actually gone more towards S+ with this. So you can currently see here the industrial forge has been increased from 60 slots to a huge 100 slots. Now the same goes for the chem bench, which is absolutely phenomenal. As well as that, you've got the fridge going from 48 to freaking 80. That is nuts. The industrial cooker from 48 to 80, I mean, it's the industrial cooker. The preserving bin has gone from 24 to 48. The mortar and pestle has gone from 12 to 24. That is double the amount in the mortar and pestle, as well as the refining forge going from 8 to 24. So they've had a look at S+, and they're like, you know what, let's bump these up, let's get it. 8 to 24 is a huge thing, especially when you're starting out in vanilla. You can pump that bad boy full of a heap of metal, which is really good. Now, they've also modified the drag weight of creatures to prevent carry by quets and crab. So essentially what that means is that these creatures can no longer be picked up by a quet or a crab. So the galley, the capro, the megalosaurus, and the procoptodon. Procoptodon I'm not too sure about. I guess because you can have a player in the pouch, I suppose. Same for the megalosaurus and the capro, but yeah. That's interesting. I'm not sure why they changed that, but who cares? I mean, we obviously care, but that's a little bit different. Now, as well as that, they've reduced the stun duration on jellyfish and eels by 20%. So, for example, wild eels, when they stunned you, they would stun you for 7 seconds. Now it's only 5.6. Tamed eels was 1.5, it's dropped to 1.2, and the Nidarias have dropped from 4 to 3.2. Whew! And that is a big update, guys. So all of this is coming in the newest update, if it already hasn't dropped, which I believe it should have, for PC. Consoles is coming at a later date, but this is going to change consoles massively as well. For me, that play on console and computer, I think this is going to be a really good benefit for the consoles as well. And guys, if you haven't checked out our servers, feel free to join them. They are on PS4. Type in Cjthecheesedj or just CJV, and they'll actually come up for you. Admin shop, ORP, all that good stuff. Check them out, guys. But this update is absolutely phenomenal, and I've got to applaud the devs on this one for actually looking at S Plus and going like, all right, let's improve these things to make things better, because I think it is a very, very good idea with what they've done. So guys, that's going to wrap up the video for today. Hopefully you found this one enjoyable. Hopefully you guys found it useful as well. Saves you having to go through the patch notes, a nice little summary. But other than that, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. I got this soda.